Stretching is often seen as the weapon or one of the few weapons to deal with muscle and joint pain. But stretching is not risk-free, and to be effective, it has to be executed properly. To help you with that, there's a technique which is called post-isometric relaxation, which I want to demonstrate in this video. The exercises I will show you are exercises which I do every day, but you can apply the same principle to many other exercises. Welcome, I'm Olivier Girard, ergonomist, posture therapist, author of the Posture Manual. To get the concept right, let's analyze the word. Post means after. Isometric means that we're not going to change the length of muscles in this case. And relaxation means, well, what it means. In other words, this technique is based on the fact that if you contract a muscle without changing its length, it will relax after you release the contraction. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a stretch position, we're going to contract the muscle without changing its length, or almost without changing its length, because, well, you need to see what happens on the video. And we're going to observe that this allows you to go further in the stretch. There's a trick though, which is that the contraction has to be at the same time as you breathe in, and then you let go when you breathe out. Therefore, the synchronization with your breathing is essential for this technique. Now, let's look at one of my best-selling videos on YouTube, which is how we can use post-isometric relaxation for the stretching of the rear neck muscles and of the lateral neck muscles, which include actually trapezius, levator scapulae, and scalene sternocleidomastoid. Your job is to lie down on the side opposite to the muscles that you want to stretch. So I want to stretch the muscles on the right. I'm going to lie down on the left side. And you see my lower leg is going to be stretched, whilst the upper leg is going to be bent at the knee and at the hip joint. Yeah. And what's important is that I don't do the exercise on my shoulder blade, but rather on my chest. So, use this as weight that keeps you a little bit forward. And what we're going to do is we're going to keep the face in direction of the camera and just bring the ear to the shoulder. Okay? And here we're already stretching all the muscles of the neck on the right side. And now, what does post-isometric relaxation look like? Well, it looks like I'm going to inhale whilst raising my head a little against gravity, and exhale while letting go. And you see, I'm a bit further already. Once more. And even a bit further. Yeah? And I could do this up to 3 times. So this is ear in direction of the shoulder. Now let's focus on the rear neck muscles, trapezius, levator scapulae. Turn your head and you bring the chin down to the collarbone. You see the movement is this. The movement is not head forward. So just bend in the upper cervicals. Post-isometric relaxation means go against gravity when you inhale, and when you exhale, let go. Again. So here we have stretched the rear neck muscles. Now, we could do exactly the same with the chest muscles. And to deal with the chest muscles, well, either we can lie down on the bed and use gravity, or if we have no bed, we can just tilt the body a little so that the arm we want to stretch is raised from the ground. So let's look at this. That will look like I lie down on my back and I bring my knees to the right. And you see my hand is now off the ground. And what I'm going to do is, still looking at the ceiling, I'm going to inhale and raise the arm against gravity, and exhale and let go. Inhale and exhale, let go. And you see, now my hand is on the ground. So clearly I've gone further. The 2 variants of this exercise are hand down or hand up, i.e. arm close to the ear. I always love using gravity because it's a moderate resistance. You know, it's much lower resistance or force than if you use a wall. But sometimes you don't have gravity for the exercise that you're doing. And this time you can contract the muscles isometrically against the resistance of yourself, for example. So let's look at leg stretches according to this principle. I'm going to stretch the thigh muscles here. So again, I lie down on my back, and now I'm going to straighten my leg, and I'm going to pull one time below the knee, one time above the knee. So you see, I bring it here. This is as far as it can go today. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to press against my hands when I inhale and let go when I exhale. And that's it. The leg goes further. Careful that you don't raise your butt, because that's not stretching the right part. Inhale against your hand. Exhale, let go. Okay? And you hold this for a minute. Now we'll do the same with the hands above the knee. Same principle. Stretch. Inhale, resist your hands. Exhale, let go. In this variant, when I contract against my hand, I use two sets of muscles. I use the muscles that go this, and I use the muscles that do that. Okay? So I use both to press my hands in both directions, and I let go. This works also when I want to stretch the piriformis. So when I stretch the piriformis, my leg forms a right angle, and the goal is to bring the left knee, in this case, in direction of the right shoulder, without my knee moving outwards, and whilst trying to keep this leg perpendicular to my body. And to help with that, I can use the other leg. Okay? And this leg is going to provide the resistance that I need for the post-isometric relaxation. So that's it. This is the stretching position where when I inhale, I push this leg, left leg, against right leg. And when I exhale, I let go. Still making sure that my lower back is on the floor. Again. Now, let's say that I want to stretch the serratus anterior, you know, this one which leads to pain around here, around the corner of the shoulder blade. This time I cannot really lie down on the floor and let my elbow move backwards, because the weight of the arm is too little to really contract the muscle. So what I'm going to use is I'm going to use the shelf, which is therefore the old variant of the exercise that you can find on this channel. The old variant, you have two ways: either fist on your belt, or you let the arm hang down your body. I think that I prefer when the arm hangs loosely against the body, because some people, when they do that, let their shoulder move forward, and it can also contract their neck. So let's use the variant where the arm is loose against the body, and we're going to use the corner of the bookshelf. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to shift my weight in direction of this arm, which is left for me, yeah? And I'm going to press the left arm against the bookshelf when I inhale. And let go. Doesn't need to be as brutal as I've just done. Inhale, exhale. So you see, there's a ton of contexts in which you can use this technique, which is the reason why I call it universal. And bear in mind that when you inhale or exhale, count 3 seconds. Yeah? So I inhale and resist for 3 seconds, and I exhale, let go for 3 seconds at least. After I've done 3 times this cycle of inhale against resistance, exhale, let's go, then I keep the stretch, and I keep the stretch for 1 minute. Yeah, 1 minute is, say, the duration that you need for the muscles to fully relax. Regarding frequency of the stretch, which is often a question that you ask guys in the comments, well, I would say if you need to stretch more than 2-3 times a day, it means that there's something that you haven't fixed at causal level, means in your ergonomics, in your posture. Okay, so aim at stretching twice a day. One of the reasons why I give this advice is, as I told you, to stretch you need to be lying down, paying attention to your posture, and holding it for 1 minute. Well, these are not conditions which are easy to say meet in an office environment. It's okay at home, it's rarely okay at the office. And therefore, well, as you say, won't find it very handy to stretch in the office. When can you stretch? Before going to work and after going to work. That comes to twice a day. If you like this stuff, well, please share the channel around you, friends, colleagues, family. My goal is to really make knowledge accessible to all, and I need your help for that.